Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first. Fair catch, called for and made. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense out?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block. It's DeMarco. And the returner will be dragged down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are tonight.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Quarterback will audible. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The short hands. It's DeMarco. Across the 25. He's got room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David.
Open runway ahead. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
The Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open. Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Ramsey. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ramsey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The jet sweep pass. Past the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him down top. It's up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
That didn't bust for a long time. Now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll run for it on third and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
Try to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bringing it out. Powers through. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dialing up a second down pass play. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. He's got enough. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Easy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll set up to throw. He lets it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Morales. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Hart. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you.
Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grab near the marker. It's Ramsey. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll throw it on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Ambrose. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter.
Tennessee, 24.
And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
They'll go to the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
TCU 37, Tennessee 30.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's DeMarco. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using the quick game. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Steamrolls his way ahead. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most, late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They'll put the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. The snap sets up the throw. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The 50. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Vols. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They're trying to get to it. Complete to the left. And he breaks into the open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on... productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, going up top. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire